Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. Today we are going to take a look at the expert marksman style. So let's get this party started. So basically this is an official dead shot style that has been added into the game way back when. It's pretty much the last set of PvP gear that was added into the game. It's the Combat Rating 101 PvP set of gear. Although nowadays there is two ways to be able to get this style. Let's take a look. So for a long time, this was a PvP style that we could get in the game. Sadly, we had to purchase the PvP gear from our friend, the Requisitions HA robot here. Actually, nowadays, all the PvP robots, all the PvP vendors pretty much sell the same gear. But way back when, you had the different PvP vendors for different sets of gear. This is the 101 combat rating set of PvP gear, and sadly in order to be able to get the 101 PvP set of gear, you have to purchase all the previous PvP set of gear. So you have to purchase the complete 97 PvP set of gear in order to be able to purchase the 98 PvP set of gear. Then you have to complete the 98 PvP set of gear to purchase the 91 set of gear, and it goes like that until combat rating 101. And already you can see the 100 PvP set of gear is 5,000 Marks of Valor per pieces of gear. Actually, it depends on the piece. Like the shoulders is 4,000, chest piece 5,000, 3,500 for the back piece. So you will have to play a lot of PvP in order to be able to purchase the 101 PvP set of gear. If for some reason you do not want to play PvP, or if like me you got, let's say, a bit burnt out playing PvP at some point, there is an alternative for nowadays. If you go to the House of Legends, in the House of Legends they've added Lady Shiva as the Arsenal vendor. So if we take a look at the vendor, you can see that you can get the Expert Marksman from that vendor. Although it is only the style, you do not get the gear. If you want to have the gear, you will have to play PvP. But if all you care about is the style, then you can purchase the style here. It's going to be 150 source marks for each piece of the style. I already can hear some of you guys saying that the 150 source marks is too expensive. It's either that or you're going to have to farm for like 5,000 Marks of Valor for one piece of gear. So you decide, either you purchase the style here or you play a lot of PvP to purchase the PvP set of gear. You decide. I only added two colors to the style to get as close as I could to the look of our friend Deadshot from the comics, but most of the style actually supports three colors. So here I've applied three colors to each pieces of the style. So pretty much every pieces do support three colors. Although in the case of the shoulders it's very subtle, but it does support the three colors. And let's peel a few of the pieces so that we can see what lies underneath. So here I removed the shoulders, the gloves, the boots, the belt, and the back piece so that we could see the, you could say the under armor underneath. So you can see there's already some sort of built-in gloves into the chest piece if somehow you don't want to use the actual gloves. And here, if I assign one color to each piece of the style, you can clearly see what is part of the gloves, what is the belt, what is the boots, and all that good stuff. And now let us experiment a bit with some of the materials. I thought the red metallic chroma material could be a good option, seeing how it is red, white, and black. But sadly, it doesn't really work. The red roll chroma is a bit closer, but our friend the Deadshot did not really have any gold. Not bad, but not exactly it. The dimensional chroma is not a bad option, but not really. Oh, I think we have a winner. The first chroma one looks really nice with this style. And it does somewhat looks like the color scheme of our friend Deadshot from the comics. Obviously, if you don't care about that, you can use pretty much any materials. Also, there's the visor and the face mask, which is a bit crooked for some reason. Not sure why they did that, but oh well. By now, this is pretty much a dated style, I guess. It's a style that was made some time ago. So sometimes with some of the older styles, You may want to use a material to be able to freshen up the style a bit. And I have to admit, I like this one a lot. I guess you could try to turn Deadshot into a Green Lantern type character, but maybe not. There's the Harlequin chroma that works well. In this case, I had to use all three chromas. Even though it has the Harlequin pattern built into it, I kind of like it. I kind of like the look of the steel neon chroma, but I love the steel neon chroma by default. And here I'm using all three materials. It does give us a really good looking version of our friend Deadshot, as it interprets the what is white in the costume as metallic, which I think was the actual intent at first, but it kind of lost as time went by. I kind of love this version, but I've always been a big fan of the steel neon chroma material. I probably should have made a Suicide Squad video with the Suicide Squad movie, but I didn't get around to it at the time. And here, this is about as close to recreating our friend Peacemaker as I was able to get. It's not exactly it, but within the context of DCUO, this is as close as I was able to get. So now you can have the Deadshot style if you want to, even if you don't play PvP, but it will cost you some source marks. So start farming for source marks right now if you want to be able to purchase this style.